Hello, this is Gerald Tuavawas. Every letter has a specific placement and timing and context working together so that you can focus upon a certain aspect of balance between letters. And I will provide you some examples of a different language of the Chinese characters and how you pronounce it, that you also can recognize and remember what kind of positions are combined by these letters. And I will present here Cao. And in the background, I will have the focuses that we use unconsciously, actually, but there is a kind of rhythmical balance in there, as if we hear that kind of balance and make up our mind that okay, yeah, it is about that kind of balance. I can work out the details that you can realize that letter by letter, but here I will go immediately to examples of completely different language, and every letter has a certain position that has also a reference in a numerical order and in an order that is also geometrical, and that I worked out in my books. And this scheme that you see here is the basics actually of the whole system that finds that balance. And about 9 letters are very stable positions in a spatial frame. Another 10 letters there, all 9 positions, are about timing, so that you need not just one focus, but you focus upon 2 focuses and upon the differences that you notice in differences in focus, that where you need also timing for it. And of course, there are also a few letters left that are more referring to the idea that you need a little bit more context than the fixed elements or the movable elements. Not everything is fixed or is even moving into a direction that you can predict. And that has also another 7 letters and also 9 positions. And they make combinations that make up words, and these words, they balance in between these kinds of positions. And I'm no longer going to prove what is behind it, but I'm just going to give examples so that you can learn to recognize also the letters, the positions, how it is involved in timing and space, and of course, in the meanwhile, to learn some Chinese words to it. I have Cao, and Cao is always presented as every Chinese character in the position of the timing. It's all about timing. There is the whole, all the characters are about a behaviorism that you need to focus upon a character that also tells you, yeah, how the whole set of behaviorisms acts and how we should act there and so on. Different than the letters in the Roman script. The Roman letter scripts are making combinations of orientations, of all kinds of orientations. The Chinese script is not a script alone. There's also sounds involved, and these sounds, they have these references from the Roman script as well. And Cao, basically, if I put the letters and the letter positions into the right positions, I have them I have them in these positions. As the A is in the spatial position, the Z and the O, which are associated in the Pinyin script, are about timings. So far, we can't recognize what it is about, what it is expressing, but I will come to that very quickly. The A is that focus that you can see there. The Z, actually, the association of Z is an inwardly movement. So the A is a spatial frame, a spatial focus. So we focus upon a place. That is a place and a placement, an objective place that we need to associate in a spatial frame. The Z is about timing. The timing is going inwardly. So it's going to check something that is going on inwardly. The O there from the O in the position will go from the A center point position and will take out the moment it is talking about. It's the moment that will be taken out in my timing frame. So far it's just theory, but I will come to the real thing very quickly. So in basically we have three focuses. The one is the focus on the spatial frame, the other is on what is going on inwardly, and then also the moment that decides what is it about. What is that moment about? That's the O. If I put them together, they are expressing actually the morning actually. So it's the focus on my perspective. The perspective goes inwardly. So actually it is what's going beyond the scenes, behind the scenes, inwardly. So inwardly there's energy going on with the Z. And that's my focus on A. And the O takes that actually out to the moment that it is describing. O is always about the perfect moment in an environment somewhere else. And that describes that momentual time frame. It can be a larger time frame where you start to notice it and continue to notice it. And that is actually also expressing here. The top frame is like it is also the solar circle, which is into a frame, a square frame, because they always have everything in squares, because they have it. They write down and describe all the characters into squares, because the square is like a working field. It's my working field is the sun. And the sun is rising up over the horizon. You can already recognize it into the character. And the energy is behind it. The appearance after A will go, and appearance will be seen in a performance in the O letter there. What's now the difference between the W and the Z? Because in my scheme they are on the same spot. And I can analyze it a little bit from what does it really mean, because you can analyze the combinations of letters. All the letters in the green area are about timing. The O is about the starting point of where the timing develops. The A is the development of time itself, and the Z and W is where the end effect of a development brings you, what it will bring you. Z inwardly, W outwardly. So the outwardly can be waves, can be clouds, can be an atmosphere. The most fitting word there is dawn. That is the whole setting of the subtle things that are into the event that we see here in Tsao, the appearance of the sun in the morning, and so on. While the Z is that energy that comes from inwardly and brings it out from A to O to the full development in timing. I hope you can understand the logic that is being followed by letters and letter combinations. This is a very good example to understand it at the same time, and to understand also the Chinese character. The pronunciation, okay, because maybe some people would like to have that association as well. The pronunciation is not way Zhao, but it's with the T and the S are there as well. T is really the focus on what do I have as a placement, as a functional focus, and S as the effect. What do I see on on this place that has that effect? Is the pronunciation of the Z as Ts. And ow, of course, we know it up. You can almost sense it already. I have it at the right positions. The A is in the position of the full frame of the placement underneath the frame of timing, which which could be in two parts, but I have them also in one focus now. But it is actually a time frame, it's a full frame, so it takes a while. It is running for a certain course, it is going on for a certain while. That's the O that you can see there. I hope this was clear enough to make you understand the letter positions, the positions in time and space, and of course another Chinese word. Thanks for watching. Bye.